Hey guys, I'm officially Fran and come on and start some seedlings with me. This was a lost video that I was able to finally recover from my phone, and I am so happy because I really wanted to catch this whole process. So this is Valentine's Day where I started my first set of seedlings, and these are my tomatoes that had a 90 plus maturity date. Instead of just going off of the last frost date, I decided to use maturity date. So the number one thing that I did was from my garden plan that I created, I know, based on the garden plan that I created, I know exactly how many plants of each variety of tomato I need. I also know what is a paste tomato, sauce tomato, snacking tomato, and a slicing tomato. So right now I'm just getting everything ready. I pre-labeled all of my cups, and each cup represents a plant that I need. So if I have 2 cups, I'm going to need 2 plants. Now for each cup, I will be using more than just one seed, but we'll get into that later. So I sat down long before I was ready, labeled all of my cups up, but I still forgot to cut the holes in the bottom of it, but that's okay. So this way it allows me to pull out the cups, place them by the seed packs, and then I'm just going to get them started. Now I'm going to cut 2 slits for drainage holes at the bottom of each cup, one on each side. No measuring, nothing exact, just snipping the bottom to make sure that the water can drain out. Instead of using the double cup method, because I would need all of my cups, I am using these recycled aluminum pans that we've had for various functions and parties around the house. I can just put water in the bottom of the pan and then go from there. So I am starting with these tomatoes, and as you can see, those cups are only about half full. I pour my seeds onto this top just so that I can see it. Punch a little bitty hole right there in the middle. That's where my seeds are going to go. And I am using a wooden skewer stick, I guess you want to call that. Wet the bottom of it a little so I can pick up the seed easy and then drop it in the cup. I also use a pair of tweezers sometimes, but I couldn't find the tweezers. So there are my 2 tomato seeds, and I'm just going to barely cover them. Now I germinate, or I plan to germinate 2 seeds. It depends on what comes up. When it comes to that second one, if it germinates, I won't be snipping it. What I'll do is once it develops its true leaves, I will separate it from the first one. And then what I'll end up having is double of everything that I plant, but I also sell my seed start. So this is a good way to have the extras to sell as opposed to just clipping that plant to thin it out. I simply lightly pull it out of there and put it into its own cup and mark it with an X so that I know that it's the extra. Now my seedling mix is really simple. I am using cocoa coir, about 2 cups of my native soil from out of my garden, and then about 2 cups of any kind of potting soil, just something that I had around. I mixed it all up, throw it in the cups, and then I'm going to put my seeds in. For my starting mix, I don't need anything particular. Some people like to use different things. This works for me. Once those seeds actually germinate, then I will add fertilizer as well as top off. So when I start my seeds for tomatoes, I use half a cup of soil. Then I'll cover them. Once that plant grows up and it grows out of the cup, I will then remove the first set of leaves, leaving its true leaves, and then I will recover that stem with more soil all the way to the top of the cup. So right now everything is planted, giving it a little spritz, and basically I'm done. I got to do a little bit of cleanup work around here because if I don't put everything back, it will be a mess for the next set because I will be starting seeds over the next couple of days, just staggering them out. Now, once I get everything in here cleaned up, I'm going to go over to those pans and then I'll add some water to the bottom of them so that from here on out, it can bottom water and I can just spritz the top when needed. And just like that, my first set of tomatoes are started. So, of course, I got a whole bunch more to do, and that was pretty much quiet, but I was trying to concentrate on what I was doing. So maybe the next time I can talk through the process. These are photo boxes. They are in my Amazon shop, so you can purchase them, but they make the best seed organizers. They hold the smaller seeds and seed packages and the big seed packages. I have a little glass vial that I have some special seeds in, and guess what? It can fit, this is my herb box. It can fit inside of one of these. Look. and it does close up. So you can get smaller packages. You can get these really big packages right here, and then small vials. Anything bigger than that, fold it in half. Or repackage it yourself into your own seed packs. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm officially Fran. Bye-bye for now.